Welcome back, Tiger sports fans. I'm Jack Crain.
And I'm Lucia Ponader. We're so happy you're here to gain insight into the latest and greatest of DePauw sports. Now let's get started.
The volleyball team, after traveling to Lansing over the weekend, is now 3-2 on the season. The Tigers opened weekend play by taking down number 21 Hope College in a close 3-2 match. This was the same team that the Tigers beat just last year in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Going into the second day of tournament play with confidence, the Tigers blanked Albion 3-0 before falling to second-ranked Calvin 0-3. Leading the team in kills this weekend was senior Morgan Steerley with 36, while sophomore Jenna Pariccia led with 34 digs. They will return to action this weekend as they host the Tigers Invitational.
Also traveling to Michigan over the weekend was the men's cross-country team. Paced by Cole Martin's 24th place finish, DePauw totaled 214 points to finish 7th at the Calvin Knight Invitational. When commenting on the weekend, head coach Corey Stoffregan stated, "It was a good race for the men. We have depth and it showed with our 48-second gap from 1 to 5 runners." Those men will return to action on the 21st at Indiana State's John McNichols Invitational.
Taking a look at the women's side, led by sophomore Jenny Knowles' 28th place finish, the Tigers placed 14th among 24 schools. Seniors Riley Hickman and Natalie Gruska also paced the team with 75th and 97th place finishes respectively. Like the men, they will return to action the 21st.
The women's tennis team opened their fall season last Sunday, hosting at the Blackstock Courts. Picking up two singles wins apiece were Meredith Bretta and Erin Frederick, who each posted 2-1 records. In doubles play, Bretta and Emma Love finished 2-1, as did Caroline Dicio and Lindsay Parks. The women will travel to University of Indianapolis this coming weekend to compete in the Invitational Interdivisional Invitational.
Extending their record to 2-1 last Tuesday was the men's soccer team, shutting out Anderson University 11-0 in their home opener. Scoring 5 goals in the first half and the remaining 6 in the second half, 9 different Tigers found the back of the net. Amongst the 9 scorers was DePauw senior forward Jay Klein, who finished the evening with the first hat trick of his career. DePauw will face Franklin on the road next.
The women's soccer team opened its home campaign on a high note with a 2-1 win over Carthage College. After a scoreless performance from both teams, the Tigers finally connected early in the second half with a goal from Alex Berkeley. The Tigers continued to drive the ball in the Lady Reds' half, going after and winning every loose ball. Abby Morris put DePauw up by 2 after yet another corner kick. Carthage did not get itself back within 1 goal off the penalty kick, but with time winding down, DePauw closed out the game with an assertive clear by Shaili Kumar.
The Tigers then faced number 11th ranked Center on Sunday and fell in a hard-fought matchup, 1-2. They will travel to Franklin to battle the Grizzlies in their next game.
The 6th-ranked women's golf team shot a .655 and finished second at the 2-round Olivet Kyle Campbell Invitational. Anna Foley, a.k.a. the NCAC Golfer of the Week last week, paced the Tigers with a 5th-place finish at 157. Our very own Aaron Wills is in the studio with her now.
Thanks, Jack. So welcome, Anna. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. How does it feel being the leader of the team since leaders like Larissa Luloff graduated?
Man, it's been a little bit difficult, honestly, because my entire college career, since I was a first-year student, was with people like Larissa and Rachel, and they're my best friends, amazing teammates, and kind of having them have my back was really, really comforting for me. But now that they're gone, it's just been a little bit difficult to adjust, and it's changed the way that I kind of deal with the team now, because I know that I'm a senior, I'm the leader on the team, and so it's been nice to kind of be put in a different role, rather than just kind of be in their shadows a little bit. But overall, it's been just kind of a changing it up a little bit. But honestly, the girls that we have on our team, since we have no first-year students, they kind of already knew a lot about the team, and they've had experience with competing, whether or not it be in the top 5 or as individuals. So I think also having that kind of comfort level has helped, and we definitely have bonded as the 5 of us in the past 2 weekends. So I've had a really good time so far.
Okay, yeah, that's great. You also had a great performance against Denison last week, getting second in the Invitational. That's really, really impressive. What was going through your mind on the second day after starting off so strong?
Oh, on the second day. Well, honestly, on the first day, the past couple of years of that tournament, the first day has been a disaster. We had to stop playing because of rain and stuff. So I was just so happy to play an entire round on the first day and just kind of I was going out there trying to have fun. Like, it's my senior year, and this will be my last time playing before I graduate. So I was really kind of looking forward to just having fun and just kind of realizing, like, you don't have to hit the ball amazing to play so well. So that's what I did on the first day. And then on the second day, it's kind of hard to sometimes play worse on the second day than you did on the first because you're always kind of comparing it to the day before. But I just tried to, like, keep that out of my mind and just kind of think about, like, each shot, which is always the, like, ideal goal in golf, is not to think about the previous and the past, but sometimes it, like, sneaks into your head. But so I just kind of, like, tried to go out there and try to just think about each hole individually and just kind of, like, use my knowledge of the golf course that I had built up over the past 3 years and just kind of go out and just do every shot by shot.
Okay. Yeah. And so one more question for you. Coming off a tough loss against Lansing, how does your team plan to get back on track?
Yeah, so last weekend, so the golf course at Denison is, like, a little bit different than the one in Olivet, which was our tournament last weekend. Like, the one at Denison's pretty open and really fun to play, but the one at Olivet, honestly, I think is a pretty difficult golf course, and I've seen it now, like, 7 times. So I think it was really hard for us as a team to, like, play that golf course kind of blind and not, there was only 2 people that had played the golf course before. So I think that was kind of hard for us to adjust, and also we, like, got up super early on the Saturday and then drove there and then played, like, in the afternoon. So that was kind of difficult, but we definitely learned a lot about ourselves as a team and, like, what we need to function properly and just kind of learned from that experience. So we're really looking forward to go to Illinois Wesleyan next weekend because they're both, like, 9 a.m. shotguns. But yeah, so just pretty much we learned a lot about, like, what we need to do as a team. And this week we're only practicing, like, our short game and just putting and just chipping. So that's we looked at our stats from the weekend and we just kind of, like, regrouped and thought, okay, this is what we need to practice as a team, whether or not be by ourselves or, like, with our coach. So we just kind of learned from that, and then we're gonna take that and kind of, like, focus on those specific skills and then move on from that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, thank you for coming to talk to us, and back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. That was quite the sharp interview. And thank you, Anna, for speaking with us. We look forward to seeing how the rest of the season pans out.
Behind Nick Burris's 6 under 138, DePauw shot a 585 and won Franklin's Dick Park Invitational by 2 strokes over Parkland at the Hillview Country Club. The Tigers returned to action this weekend at the Benedictine Midwest Invitational at the Eagle Ridge Resort in Galena, Illinois.
While Virginia was in a state of emergency due to Hurricane Dorian, the Tigers still took the field on Saturday, losing to University of Mary Washington 3-2 in overtime.
After a scoreless first quarter, the Tigers got a step on the Eagles, pushing the ball quickly up the field. Kathy Zessiger dribbled past the defensive line into the striking circle and put DePauw ahead by 1 with her second goal of the season. DePauw's lead lasted for the majority of the second quarter until the Eagles tied up the game after rebounding a save. At the 45-minute mark, the Eagles took a 2-1 lead.
The game was not over there. Just 2 minutes later, the Tigers tied the game once again, scoring off a penalty corner taken by Kate Milner, which was fielded by Kelsey Dorr, who then passed it to an awaiting Alexis Style to score.
In overtime, the Eagles attacked quickly, getting deep into the DePauw striking circle and scored the game-winning goal off a rebound once again. The Tigers start conference play at Allegheny this Saturday.
Down, set, hut! The football team will be returning to the turf this Saturday as they will head to Central Iowa. Kickoff is posted at 1 o'clock, and the men's tennis team will also be making their fall debut as they host the DePauw Fall Invitational this weekend. Good luck to all the Tigers competing in the week ahead.
Yes, good luck, and thank you all for tuning in to TSN today. Make sure to connect us on all of our social medias such as Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, I'm Lucia Ponader.
And I'm Jack Crain. See you next week on Tiger Sports Nation. Roll Tigs.
Good job, dude.